Okay, I've been getting a lot of requests to do a review for my LTD M-1000, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll start off with the looks. So you can see, hopefully, it's a flame maple top. You can see this kind of like tiger stripe kind of looking thing. Looks really nice. You can't really tell, like, from here you probably can't tell, it just looks like solid black, but in the light you can really see that it does look really nice. It's flame maple top. The body is alder body, alder neck. It's a neck through design. It's not a set neck, not a bolt-on. Fretboard is rosewood, I think. It's probably not ebony. It's probably rosewood. 24 frets. It has abalone arrowhead inlays and binding. It's a lot more flashier and shinier than mother of pearl. You can see on the headstock there, it's pretty elaborately designed, really shiny. Yeah, as I said, it's LTD M-1000, but it is part of ESP. So this is kind of like the Epiphone as compared to a Gibson. If you're comparing these to Epiphone and Gibson, this LTD would be the Epiphone, ESP would be the Gibson. But that's not to say like this is a low quality guitar. Not to say Epiphone is low quality either, although they do make some really beginner, lower quality ones. But this is a very well built guitar. It's really solid feeling. What else did I forget to mention? Yeah, that's about it for the body and the design and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Grover tuners, made in Korea. So the pickups, they're two EMG 81s, neck and bridge. There's the MH, well, I think it's called the LTD MH1000, which is I think the only difference is just that it's an 81 in the bridge and 85 in the neck. But I don't know. Check them both out. They're pretty much the same. It's just it has a different pickup in it. Yeah, original Floyd Rose. No, you can't see that at all. But it's original Floyd Rose. The one thing I have to mention about this, I don't know if it's just my guitar or if all of them are like this, but as you can see, the arm is really stiff, so it stays where you leave it. It's not really, doesn't really hang out of the way. So sometimes when you're playing, you'll have to like push it out of the way to get to you know, either the volume or the pickup switch or something like that, or if it's just in the way of your picking. But sometimes it is good because you can keep it in one position and do like Steve Vai or Joe Satriani stuff. And like hang it off the end like this. But it does kind of get annoying for me sometimes because I don't really do that much weird whammy bar stuff, just dive bombs and some vibrato. But so yeah, it kind of gets in the way. It's really stiff, so you can just push it out of the way. You don't need it. Another thing I should point out, all of these, like the whammy bar, the tone, the volume control, and the pickup switch are all in this little area here. I'm not really used to that because on my Dean, the pickup switch is like way up here, and nothing's really in the way. And on my the Jeff Loomis guitar, there's only a pickup switch and a volume, so nothing really gets in the way. But on this guitar, they're all in like the really close area, and sometimes the whammy bar gets in the way of the volume knob, but the volume knob gets in the way of the pickup switch, and sometimes I just reach for the volume and I end up getting the tone knob instead, and nothing happens. So that's just something to be aware of. I thought I should point out. Maybe I'm just not used to guitars, like standard style guitars, but just something I thought I should mention. What else? As I said, 24 frets, so it's 25 and a half inch scale. So it's there's a bit more spring tension than on 24.5 inch scale guitars. Yeah, mentioning the floor rose again, it's really good since it's original floor rose. It stays in tune. So it stays in tune. Stays in tune really well. So I guess I should move on to how it sounds. As I said, there's two EMG 81s. This is the same setup. This guitar is pretty much identical to the Kirk Hammett signature guitar. So if you really want to get that, and you don't really mind not having his name on it or having like the skull inlays, I suggest you check this one out as well, because it's probably a few $100s cheaper, and feels exactly the same, sounds pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, so this is they're active pickups, I should mention that. And there is for those of you who don't know, it does require a battery. Well, it sounded weird to me the first time I heard about it too, but it's just one of those the D batteries, the square batteries, but it comes with it. It lasts for apparently 3,000 hours, so I haven't had to switch it in about a year or whatever, so they work fine. And they do sound really good. I really like EMG pickups now, active pickups, especially with this amp, which is PV Valve King 212. I actually wasn't planning on buying this guitar at all. I was just testing the amp out with this guitar, and it sounded so good that I ended up trading in my Jackson, my RR3 Jackson, for this guitar, just because they sound so good together. So the bridge pickup, it's really, how can I describe the tone? It's not as chunky. It's not as much low end or bass as my Dean, but it's more of a mid-range trebly guitar, good for leads and stuff like that. It sounds really, really good. And the harmonics with this bridge pickup on them, harmonics are really, really, really easy to get. I think I've never got that one before. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's the pickups or like the way the guitar's made or something, but it's incredibly easy to get harmonics in this guitar. So yeah, so I think no, Alexei Leho does not use these type of pickups. I know he uses active pickups or something like that, but he's like a freak for getting pinch harmonics and stuff like that. Actually, pinch harmonics too. They all ring out pretty good.